Trump made his way to Washington Thursday to meet with President Obama, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and other Republican leaders. As one of his first moves, Trump has to figure out who he plans to have by his side in his new administration. WYMT's Washington Bureau's Peter Zampa takes a look.
Ours was not a campaign, but rather an incredible and great movement.
A movement that will send Donald Trump to the White House. The work for President-elect Trump begins immediately. Among his priorities, filling his cabinet. There has been plenty of speculation who he might call on, but no one knows for sure.
We haven't yet heard from Donald Trump what kind of tone or visual or experience level he wants out of his cabinet.
David Hawkins from CQ Roll Call says the choices Trump makes for the cabinet will set the tone for what the American people can expect out of a Trump presidency.
If you pick a cabinet that is just your closest friends and associates, that sets one tone. If you pick a cabinet that reaches out to different constituencies that didn't necessarily support you during the election, that sets a different tone.
Hawkins expects a few obvious names to be on the Trump team. Reince Priebus, chairman of the Republican National Committee, Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, and former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
Enough senior people had sort of kept their distance from him that the roster of people that you immediately think of when you think of how he would populate his inner cabinet circle isn't that long.
And it's not just the cabinet Trump needs to fill. He'll have more than 4,000 political appointments to make.
He may conclude that this job is as big as it is and that he's going to need to expand his circle fast.
Hawkins expects the Senate to hold hearings on these appointments first thing in January, having them ready to go for Trump's first day here at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Reporting at the White House, I'm Peter Zampa.